This building is very old. It was a Jewish funeral home, Reisman and Golds, and he no longer had funeral director's license. So we purchased this funeral home, and ever since we've opened our doors, we've always gave people the care that we would want people to give our families. You should be buried as you live. You know, you shouldn't have a great big elaborate funeral and that's not your type of lifestyle, or you shouldn't have a pauper funeral and you're living this big elaborate lifestyle.
Death is not pretty. Let's face it, it's not pretty. But now, even though she's gone, she's at peace and she looks at peace.
Mm-hmm.
So that's our goal, I believe. That's our goal, isn't that our goal?
That's my goal.
That's mine too. It's not a job, it's a lifestyle.
Yes.
It's a lifestyle, because
Yes.
we have to think about it 24/7. It really hasn't changed my perspective. I was never afraid of death. So something
It makes
like
you cherish each day a little
Yeah.
bit more.
the quality of life becomes important. In this particular home that we're talking about having a funeral for, it's an old home. So it's not going to be something that, okay, some car ran into it and it's a sudden death of the home. This is a home that's old, it's worn, I would take it, right?
Yeah.
And
Okay,
it's serviced
so
many families.
Okay, so it's serviced many families, so it's a cancerous home, it's a slow death. You know, we're planning for it. So that's the type of ritual you should probably consider.
Is the funeral for the living or for the dead? That's always the question.
Funeral is always for the living, obviously. It's for the living. And you hear a lot of that preached in eulogies, that the funeral is for the living. Yeah, it's for us to mourn the loss of this home that we're having. Because it has been in the community so long, people are going to go, just like you go to, let's say, the room of a person who's passed away, and you go to that particular room where they slept, where they were, and that person is no longer there. People are going to go to the spot where that home was, and that home is no longer going to be there. Which stage of grief is more likely to be more common when we talk about that home? Anger? People do vacillate between the stages of grief. We might not stay. We might step through the next one. We might go from denial to anger, but we might go back to denial again. So in relation to a home, we might have to look at it a little different, but it's still a loss.